Wait, our mics aren't hot, right? Because that would be bad. I'm singing Jack Harlow right now. Cayden, I'm throwing out my Bayonne notes. Just throw all of them out. I forgot this was office paper. What's that? But make sure you don't get nothing on the piece of paper. Have you seen how bad the defense is? So these beans are so panned. These beans are so panned. Oh, well, praise God for the food.
Well, they have a guy just getting, like, a guy that's trying just to get rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the most rest I've eaten for 2 months.
Ready? Chubby's having a cheat day.
But we probably on a keto diet.
I'm looking eating nachos right now.
But it's 40 minutes on the inside. And it's still, and it's like as much beef as it was before.
Yeah. Can you believe that? 40 minutes to the game, and there's as many people now as there was for the whole Pro game. Well, that was good basketball. That was a good watch, though. That was
Yeah.
fun to watch. Broadcasting live from a sold out John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness Center here in New Jersey City University. Welcome to the best rivalry in New Jersey high school basketball. The matchup we've all been waiting for between the 5th and 6th ranked teams in the state, the 1st and 2nd seeds in the tournament, and the most accomplished basketball programs in Hudson County history. It's the St. Peter's Prep Marauders up against the Hudson Catholic Hawks. My name is Manny Pereira, and with me is Cayden Drumeler. The excitement cannot be contained throughout this entire building between us. I mean, we've been talking about this game for a while. It's everything we've anticipated, everything we could have ever dreamed of. What could we expect on the floor tonight?
I mean, expect a solid game that is going to keep this rivalry going. This has been one of the elite matchups in HCIAL for over a decade. These are the two best teams in the county, some of the best teams in the state. I mean, what more could you ask for out of a game like this?
You can't. Superstars everywhere. Obviously, we know Hudson Catholic, Tahad Pettiford, Auburn commit, Alex Masson going to Penn, and St. Peter's Prep. They're not all committed. Why? Because they're all so young. We know Richie Rosa is going to get a D1 scholarship. Peyton Miller. All these guys have tremendous futures ahead of them. We also have two Puerto Rican national stars for Prep, Richie Rosa and Mason Santiago. Super duper star powered and a lot of depth for St. Peter's Prep. And let's talk about that.
Yeah, you know, they've got 5 point guards. They can beat you wherever they want, and it makes them such a consistent team. If somebody's not there, there's somebody to back them up.
We saw it, and we actually spoke to some of the Memorial players when they came up here. They said the game plan was stop Nico Pena. Nico Pena against Memorial has insane history. And then who just comes out and scores the heck out of the ball? Austin Spencer had like 16 on the night. He was awesome. They have so many ways to beat you. The Marauders, 23-2, just beat the Memorial Tigers by a score of 61-35. Hudson Catholic, though, 19-7, coming off a 67-21 blowout versus the Bees. And then last thing to note before the anthem and before the players are announced, these teams faced off before at the barn. Very tight game. 76-74 was your final score. We expect more of the same. This is going to be a thriller. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. I wasn't hearing myself.
tip-off is coming up shortly in tonight's game. Let's just look at this prep student section.
Man,
I mean,
I know.
they
I
have
was gonna
showed
say
they're
the
showing
same
out
thing.
today.
Yep, we saw it last year, but it's not nearly. I mean, it's way bigger than it was.
More space, yeah. That's
Absolutely.
What that
I mean, this is just a beautiful arena in general. And when we came in here, we were pretty taken aback.
yeah, I mean, Hudson was up 1 before that Richie Rosa buzzer beater, just miracle shot from half court to win the game for Prep. Keith McKnight, who was one of the X Factors today, he was at the free throw line and
Missed both.
he missed both. A lot of that, according to people that we spoke to, that were at those people were at the game. A lot of that had to do with the prep student section just going absolutely nuts. It's a hard thing to do to shoot free throws when they're directly screaming at you right in front of you. Today, they're more towards the side of the gym, which I guess is a good sign for Hudson Catholic.
I mean, St. Peter's Prep, I would say easily the best student section in the county. They just bring so much energy and really, really give their team a legitimate boost.
100%. I mean, they have brought the energy already when it comes to announcing these lineups. Let's listen in and just compare how much louder these prep fans are. We were told this on Thursday by someone that we know on the St. Peter's Prep side that they were going to run 5 guards, 5 best players on the floor. You can argue that 100%. What they've been doing during the year is perhaps rotating someone like a JT Taylor or Olivia or like a Jensen in the 5 spot. Today they are not. They're going with their 5 best guys. We're going Spencer, Rosa, Pena, Miller, Mason, and that's your 5 right there. I mean, perhaps the most 5 talented guys on the team. They can all let it fly from behind the arc. Very hyper athletic, and it might lead to a mismatch with Javon Rampersand. What do you think about that matchup?
I mean, yeah, just like you were saying about those 5 guards, bringing the 5 best people out onto the court, and I think I support that decision entirely. I'm a big fan in these high-pressure matchups to go who you know you can get results from, to go for consistency, and that's exactly what Prep does.
Well, what you need to do if you're Hudson for sure is win the rebound battle, and they already won the tip-off. Easy bucket for Alex Masung. Tahad Pettiford finds him on the cut. Nice give and go action for Hudson there.
Absolutely. We saw in the earlier game, Bayonne Bees versus Union City, how important jumping out to an early lead was.
100%. Prep moving the ball not very well. They turn it over. And one thing on this lineup, I would look for Mason Santiago to make a ton of plays. He's at the 5. He has a ton of responsibility right now, and he's a freak athlete. He has so much ability to do so many things on the basketball court. I think he's going to show out right now. But right now, it's been all Hudson in this very short amount of time. Only about a minute has passed.
Yep, I really, really liked that defensive showing there from Hudson Catholic on that first possession. They had everyone tapped down.
Rampersand carries. Only a sophomore, stands at about 6'8". He's a giant. I think he's gonna have to protect the rim and grab a lot of rebounds tonight.
Yeah, certainly a big part of the future of this Hudson Catholic team.
Spencer gets denied at the rim to Hot Pettiford. And then a steal on the other end. Richie Rose at about half court pulls up a 3. Good!
And that is how you get the momentum swinging your way early. Just hectic play all the way around. That's going to get the crowd excited. And when you finish it with a shot like that and a crowd like this, they're going to go crazy.
I'm already fired up. That's the first bucket of the game for Prep. It's 3-2, and I'm already screaming. This is awesome. What a game. What an atmosphere.
Not even 2 minutes in, and we have had plenty of stuff to talk about.
Rosa again for three. He tries it. Good.
They let Rosa get hot early. We know how much of a consistent shooter he is. 9.6 points per game. He's already at 66% of that.
He's also awesome at generating the floor. If he has to get his other guys involved, he does an exceptional job of doing so. Masung gets past Santiago. Nice finish at the rim. Alex Masung getting involved early, has the first 2 buckets of the game for Hudson Catholic.
Nice athletic play there. Expect Richie Rosa to try and stay hot.
Rosa looked like he was going to think about it there.
Oh,
Pettiford
yeah.
tightly guarding him.
You know,
Santiago going to work on Rampersant. Tries to put the Struff layup over him. Does not. Pump fake, gets fouled on the second attempt. Very, very, very high energy from St. Peter's Reverend on both sides. This is what we expected.
I don't see the Prep student section sitting down at all this whole game.
100%. Last year when these teams played off in the championship, Prep won by 15.
Yeah, not as a competitive game as we've expected, but, you know, coming back this year, these teams look a lot more evenly matched. They're 1 apart from each other, 5 and 6 in the entire state, just to show how close this matchup really is.
Yeah, the biggest difference between last year's Tahad Pettiford missed most of the season. His first game back was literally the Hudson County Championship, and he struggled immensely. Only had 2 points in that game.
Absolutely, definitely not his best showing, but this year he has just been going off.
Masung gets to a spot around the free throw line. It's short. Nice move by Peyton Miller. Turns the ball over, though, to Hot Pettiford with the steal. And Masung, he's just way too big in transition against Richie Rosa.
A nice move there to avoid that block. Wasn't really too much of a threat, just moved it to his other hand, slides it in.
Rosa splits the defense, gets caught on a travel. Or excuse me. He was fouled.
I think both teams are a little confused here on what's going on.
With these 5 guards, we've seen a few turnovers. Maybe not what you expect with 5 elite ball handlers on the floor right now. Santiago tries a 3 from the wing. It's short.
Yeah, no, certainly turnovers, not what you would think.
What a move by Tahad Pettiford. Uses a long step there to go around the rim. Puts it up with the right hand off the glass.
Such an athletic kid, and he can really do it all. He gets to the rim like that, and then you also see 55 three-pointers
on the season. He's awesome. Mason Santiago uses his strength. Kind of bullying Rampersant a little bit. It feels like he's kind of had his way. He's gone to the line and now puts up a bucket on him. Spencer almost forces a turn, and he does. Marauder's ball off the deflection.
It's a nice job by those guards there. Finally, some substitution from the Prep side. A little bit over halfway into this first quarter.
Saad Mitchell has checked into the game for Hudson Catholic. Rosa almost loses the ball. Pena, who has yet to get involved, couldn't control it, couldn't take hold of it.
I really like what we're seeing so far. Some nice game being played by both of these teams, and I expect the turnovers to tighten up a little bit once these guys really set in.
Yeah, it's kind of common in the first quarter of such a big game between two teams that are such storied rivals. Maybe see a little bit of jitters, a little bit of turnovers. Very high intensity on the defensive side of the ball, both teams. McKnight tightly guarded by Manor. Dishes it off to Masung. Gets to the right. Easy and gets denied. Austin Spencer with the block. Nico Pena uses the screen. Spencer up and under. Gets fouled. 2 shots for Austin Spencer coming up.
A chance for Prep to go up 4 here. They had a little bit of a lead earlier. They were up 4 with the ball and were looking quite hot. I expected them to take a little bit of a lead there, but Hudson Catholic really did a good job of shutting that kind of mini run down.
100%. Hudson has yet to take a 3, which we know that when they start shooting, especially when Tahad Pettiford decides he wants to start shooting from behind the arc, he is extremely hard to stop, and they can put on a show very quickly here.
Absolutely, and he's dangerous from a couple feet behind the arch too. Really has some range to him.
100%. Not sure what's going on here.
Looks like a little bit of confusion at the scorer's table.
Okay, so just confusion on who the foul was charged on. It was on Masung. He only has 1.
Yeah, foul trouble never too much of an issue for these teams.
Masung and Pettiford, only guys to get on the board for Hudson Catholic, which we know they are the stars. But Keith McKnight also knows how to score the basketball. Very, very impressive finishes from Hudson Catholic. We know how good they are around the rim, and they're showcasing it right now.
Absolutely. If they're getting those flashy layups, those technically skilled layups, that's huge for getting around these Prep guards.
Rosa thought about a 3. Dishes it off to Pena. Pena, quick shot. No good.
I'm not a huge fan of that shot selection right there.
Tahad Pettiford dishes it to McKnight. Easy up and under layup. What a pass to Tahad Pettiford. Keith McKnight getting involved early. Already has 4 points, 2 straight buckets.
I really like these layup plays from Hudson Catholic. They're just doing all the simple things right.
If I'm Nico Pena, I still want to shoot. And if I'm Mirabel, Coach Mirabel, I still want him to shoot. He might be the best shooter in the county. And if he takes over, they're so hard to stop. Ball stays with the Marauders. Pena had 26 points and 4 three-pointers made in the regular season game between these two teams, where Prep obviously won. It's a formula for success if Nico Pena gets going, especially from behind the arc.
Absolutely. That was a really interesting game. The Hawks had a 14-point halftime lead, but then threw it away. Prep really upped their defensive pressure, and it looks like they're going to do that again.
Rosa gets stripped, but Pena on the spin doesn't get fouled. Now he gets fouled. Almost gets an and 1 there instead. The Marauders back to the free throw line. This is their 3rd time at the line here in this first quarter.
As we wind down, 44 seconds to play.
Saad Mitchell charged with the foul. Pena, pretty much automatic from the line. Expect him to make both. Has already made 1. Second one finds the bottom of the net. Again, Hudson has not taken a 3-pointer yet in this quarter, which to me is very surprising. But considering the fact that they've gotten so many good looks in the paint, why change it? Let's see what they do here to potentially end this quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing as you. No 3-point shots, but that's because they've had so many good looks under the rim, and they're hitting those. They're staying consistent. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
See what Pettiford can try to build here in this possession. Tightly guarded. Almost turns the ball, and they do. Turnover, Hudson Catholic. Bad possession there to end the first quarter. Whole lot of nothing leads to a turnover.
Ref's going to have 5 seconds here to get a shot off some big points, potentially get a 2-possession lead with the bucket here.
Five seconds here for the Marauders to make something happen to end this first quarter. Miller charging up the floor, goes behind the back, puts up a 3 off one leg. No good. From here, it looked like it was going to go off the glass and in.
Yeah, a little bit heavy on that one, and that will do it for our first quarter. 14-12. It's a tight game, just like everybody. No one's taking this one early. What are these teams talking about in their huddle?
I mean, we see right now the coach for Hudson Catholic, he's going off on his players. I think you could hear him from over here. He just quieted down a little bit, drawing something up. I like what they've been able to do at getting buckets in the paint. I expect more three-pointers in this upcoming quarter. The thing you can't do if you're Hudson Catholic, though, is keep fouling. You get your guys in foul trouble. That's a recipe for disaster. And probably the biggest part is Prep, they make their free throws.
Absolutely. I just want to talk a little bit more about, the history of this matchup. St. Peter's Prep has really gotten a lot more competitive in this county over the last couple of years. From 2012 to 2018, Hudson Catholic won 7 straight county championships. St. Peter's has battled their way back. This is their 3rd consecutive final appearance, and this is the 3rd consecutive matchup also between these two teams. They've split the series so far 1-1.
Yeah. Tahad Pettiford, as a sophomore, went into that building in high-tech county chip, going up against a Villanova commit, Mark Armstrong. Perhaps not the deepest Prep team, still a tough matchup, and he was the best player on the floor. Perhaps his team won the game. He also had a better team, you could argue, but as a sophomore, what he did was very impressive. Last year, a lot of people cut him slack for those 2 points because obviously he just didn't play during the whole year. Nonetheless, he gets a chance here as a senior to kind of take the series in his career 1-1 in the last 2 years. This third matchup, 12, 2-point game, start of the second quarter coming up. Should be, again, a thriller throughout.
Yeah, certainly not his greatest performance his junior year, but, can't expect much when you just toss him in the deep end.
Yeah, he did want to play. It just was not a great result, but Keith McKnight, relentless finish at the rim there. Great. Or his first. I thought you had a foul. My apologies. And Mitchell gets the pass on the inbound. Flunks the layup. Pena with a long pass to Richie Rosa. 3 from the wing. Short. Rebound. No, there was a foul off the ball. So Hudson will take possession.
Yeah, just to comment on that Saad Mitchell layup attempt, that's really the first one they've missed all day. Obviously one that Saad Mitchell should be making, but, if you miss one once in a while like that, not too much of an issue.
Yeah, first miss at the rim, as you pointed out. Pettiford, deep 3. No good. In and out.
Just off, and him getting hot would mean...
Miller, what a pass to Nico Pena. Easy finish. Impressive bounce pass by the junior. Number 3, Peyton Miller. Very, very easy layup. Nico Pena left all alone. 4-point game, timeout.
St. Peter's Prep finally starting to build up a little more of a lead. Obviously, still a very close matchup. You don't want to allow any of these teams to get that momentum and go on a run.
100%. Both of these teams can go on insane runs. There's so much firepower everywhere all over the floor. And if they get up to a big lead, it's hard to stop. But also, wouldn't be the sign of things coming to an end, because any of these teams can come back at a rapid pace with all the talent that's on the floor throughout.
Certainly, like you said, high pressure game, high pressure crowd. It leads to runs. It leads to big plays, and it can also lead to players cracking under pressure. We haven't seen much of that. These players know how to handle it.
100%. Big game players. They've been in a lot of these types of matchups. More passes over. Oh, cross behind the back attempt. Looks like McKnight was not ready for that pass. Spencer to Miller, thought about a 3. Instead, dishes it down to Mason Santiago. Waits for the defender to jump over him, and he puts up an easy layup.
Great play there. I'd really like to see Tahad start getting involved from range. St. Peter's Prep, like we just saw there with that turnover, is doing a way better job of guarding the paint. You've got to start incorporating those longer range shots.
100%. They've definitely adjusted in this quarter. Pettiford gets a steal there over to Masung. Easy finish. Alex Masung. Another layup for him. He's up to 8 points in this contest, which is half of the 16 Hudson Catholic points. Miller behind the back. Good defense here by Hudson Catholic.
Yeah, getting a
but
little
Spencer
more.
takes a 3. Bottoms! Austin Spencer gets involved
What a shot.
from behind the arc. He has range, folks. Pettiford going right over to Masung. Masung down low to Keith McKnight. He puts up a nice spin move but misses. Ball rolls around the rim. Does not find the bottom of the net. Prep can potentially go up 10 here. Spin move by Peyton Miller. Gets fouled hard.
Yeah, it looks like the Hawks starting to play a little bit more physically on defense. We saw it the last possession here again. That one, not the greatest. And like we said, Prep starting to build a little bit of a lead.
100% up 7 here. Main concern right now, if you're a Hudson Catholic fan, is these fouls. Way too many opportunities here for St. Peter's at the foul line.
And they're making them too. I mean, this isn't like, they're fouling because they know St. Peter's isn't hot. These are shots that are almost automatic for this team.
100%. Peyton Miller's second free throw go up 9 is good. 9-point game here. About 5 minutes to go in this first half. Very patient here. The Hawks are on offense. Omari Moore takes a 3. No good. Wait, a little bit too strong. But Masung aggressive. Gives it over to Moore in the corner. He tries one. No good. Going the other way, though. Seems that he traveled.
No, I think they called out of bounds on the step back.
Please excuse us. There's a railing here, right? Can't really see the baseline too well.
I would have liked to pass to Tahad there. He was quite open on the other corner.
Yeah, he needs to get involved. Try to take over this ball game here before the lead grows a little bit too much. Rosa goes up with the left hand. No good. Hudson Catholic ball. Bodies get tangled. No one comes up with the rebound. Goes out of bounds. Masung. Down low to McKnight. Tries to dunk it again, but gets fouled on the way up. Keith McKnight trying to get his second dunk of the game there to no avail. Instead, will shoot 2 free throws.
St. Peter's up 9. Not quite the, dominant quarter we expected. I thought this game was going to stay pretty even at least until halftime. Hudson Catholic, though, I think they'll bring it back a little bit.
Perhaps.
Still
First free throw's good.
have definitely yet to see their best, especially from Tahad.
Really highly doubt that Hudson Catholic will let this game get away from them too much, especially by the end of the second quarter. McKnight, second free throw is good. Count it. 25-18. Tight defense there. Miller getting around him, doing a great job. Miller goes right, spins, passes it out to Mason. He thought about a 3, instead goes left, trying to work on McKnight there.
I like this patience from the prep offense.
Very disciplined team. Mailer tries to split the defense. Rosa, right place, right time, stays with the ball. Out of bounds. Stay in with the Marauders.
Tahad wanted that ball going the other way. He's saying it hit the thigh of Prep.
And he almost forces a turnover and to no avail. Tremendous effort by Tahad Pettiford there. He's playing so hard, even if he hasn't gotten as many points as some expected him to, or to have at this point in the game.
Absolutely. His energy's up right now.
Miller tightly guarded. Rosa going right. Tough screen there. He puts up the mid-range. Good. 9-point game.
That screen did a great job of creating that shot there. Tahad playing man defense on Richie Rosa, but the screen created just enough space to get that shot away.
Chaz Manor does a good job using his body. Masung off the catch and shoot. No good.
It's not a good sign when those shots are not falling.
Miller hurrying up the floor. Oh! Mason Santiago looked like he broke Todd's ankles there, but travels. No and one, no basket. Tahad going to this prep student section, let it go.
Hudson Catholic really needs these shots to start falling soon.
Down to McKnight. A foul on number 4, Chaz Manor. Manor. Nice move. No good. Rampersand tries to get the rebound. McKnight tries to save it over to Tahad. He puts up a 3. Bam!
Oh!
Tahad Pettiford. Count it. 3 on the board for Hudson Catholic. They are only down 6. What a play throughout.
That's the play that gets you back in these games. That's the play that energizes everybody on the floor.
Another foul. Javon Rampersand charged with it this time. Alex Mirabel telling the student section to stand up. Loves the energy.
Tahad not happy with the refs right now. I believe he wanted a charge.
That's what we expect from Tahad Pettiford. They are not afraid to pull the trigger. Swifts it through the net.
Absolutely. I was going to say that possession really looked damaging to me from a Hudson Catholic perspective. Missing a fundamental layup there, but what an athletic save and what an athletic shot
Keith
from
McKnight.
Tahad
I think the most impressive part of that play was the pass. off the
Absolutely.
save in midair, chucks it across the court, hits Tahad right in the pocket off the bounce. He just puts it right up. 3 points.
And
What
not
a
only
shot.
does that take some real skill, that's you need some strength for a pass like that. He really could only put his arms into it and still accurate.
Rosa
and quick.
tries one himself. No good. Good rebound there by Keith. Hudson. Euro. No good. Gets fouled.
It's Tahad's first trip to the line today.
He will shoot 2. Fouls on Nico Pena. Pettiford first free throw is short.
I really, really like this, though. Tahad finally getting involved. He's got 5 points, 4 assists so far. So even though not the greatest from him, getting his teammates involved as Richie Rosa and Tahad share some words on the line.
Yeah, Rosa looks like he's trash talking him a little bit, maybe. Can't really tell from here.
Tahad's all up in his face.
So fun to watch this rivalry, man. 6-point game.
All of these players, so much passion and just love for the game.
Crosstown rivalries, too. Both schools reside in Jersey City, New Jersey. And this game right here in NJCU is in Jersey City, New Jersey, of course. Miller going behind the back. Peyton Miller tried to do it all by himself there on that possession. Got a good look. And Masung, oh my gosh, elbows flying everywhere. And he tries to go over 2 people, draws the foul, sells the contact.
This game getting really physical.
Really feisty on both
Players,
sides.
and there we go. It boils over. Some pushes fly. And it looks like, is Hudson Catholic going to get charged with a foul?
Or a tech, maybe? No.
Both teams upset.
Crowd is livid right now. This is crazy.
Nick Marinello yelling, screaming at Tahad from across the court to get back to his bench. Leave it be.
Foul was on Chaz Manor.
The prep bench seeming really frustrated right now, especially Richie Rosa and Mason Santiago.
Couldn't tell that they were up 6 right now. Right now, prep is up 6. If I'm Mirabel, I'm getting my guys settled down. Let's just keep playing the brand of basketball we're used to. It's been working thus far.
Absolutely, and I don't think that's the last of exchanging words that we're going to see today.
Part of the rivalry, man.
We saw it last year at the end of the game. Tahad had to be held back by some police officers after prep stormed the court. Potentially a little personal for him.
Masung's second free throw, trying to cut the lead to 4 points, is good. 1 minute to go.
What a first half so far.
Spencer on the inbound, gives it over to Rosa. Can't really tell what the student section is chanting right now.
Daddy's money.
Oh, Daddy's money. Pettiford, he takes flight and misses the dunk. Oh my gosh, Tahad Pettiford.
Oh, and the
No
layup
one in the room
right after.
expected that. The Hudson Catholic Hawks do not get a bucket on that easy, fast break.
Prep's loving it right now.
The student section will not let him get away with that without hearing him.
How often do we see that, Manny?
Oh my goodness, I was expecting a windmill before I was expecting a miss. Just simple one-hand try.
He jumped early. That's what it was. And he had a little bit too much speed. That momentum was going forward, not up.
Just flunks the dunk. Chaz Manor down to Santiago.
We'd be looking at a 2-point game right now if that fell. And the layup right after missed too.
It's crazy. Mason goes spin, post work. No bucket. Tahad gets another chance on the fast break. And this time, Little soft finish at the rim.
Didn't want to risk it there. He would never hear the end of that from the prep student section if he missed 2 consecutive dunks.
And Rosa charging the floor, draws no offensive foul on prep. The Hudson Catholic fans are loving it right now, going crazy. 2-point game, 3 seconds left in this first half.
Right after drawing that charge, where does he go? Straight to that student section, let him know what's up.
This is awesome. You already know who's getting the last shot right now.
It doesn't
3
get any
seconds
more
left.
energetic than this.
And something happened. Travel! Wow, Tahad Bedford gets called for a travel.
They're going to put some more time on this clock. Prep's going to get a shot away. I assume maybe 2.5, 3 seconds.
St. Peter's Prep Marauders student section letting him know that he can't do that.
Absolutely. Got to respond to the daddy's money chance somehow, but considering these are 2 private schools.
.8 seconds to go here in this first half. Let's see who gets the last shot. Who's going to take it? It's over to Pena. He takes fadeaway, 2 hands in his face, off the backboard. Wanted a foul there, does not get it. End of the first half here. Hudson County Boys Championship game. St. Peter's Prep 28, Hudson Catholic 26. We'll be back with some halftime coverage in just a moment. Hello and welcome back to NJCU here. First half has come and gone. 28-6 is your score. St. Peter's Prep up on the Hudson Catholic Hawks. It's been a show to watch. We're here, obviously, Manny, Cayden, WHIT crew. It's been an awesome day, first with the girls' game. Now, we got the second half coming up, the most anticipated half in Hudson County basketball this year, all year.
Absolutely.
2-point game. We love to see it. What's going on? Let's start first with the Marauders. Why were they so successful, especially in that first quarter?
Richie Rosa was the key to Prep's success in that first half. He had some great shooting, solid defense, and I'm really looking forward to his matchup with Tahad Pettiford here in the second half. He's the one that's on him. They've gone with a man defense. Tahad has stayed with Richie Rosa this whole half. I think whoever wins that matchup is going to have a really nice stretch.
Speaking of Tahad Pettiford, we're usually used to his high-flying dunks. He's missed one today. We're usually used to him scoring the heck out of the basketball. And he's actually done a very good job overall in today's game. 8 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Also has 1 block. All in one half. He did a pretty good job all around. But if Hudson Catholic is going to win this game down the stretch, they need their closer to take charge. I think that might be the difference in this basketball game. 40 seconds to go until the second half. What do you want to see from St. Peter's Prep as this game goes on and to close this out and potentially come out as champions once again?
I mean, I'd like to, continue to see what they're doing on offense. I like the shot selection, and they've been good at being patient. I think that's key. You can't let the high energy mean you're just letting the ball off whenever because you think you can hit it. I like what they're doing so far, and if they keep continuing that, I think they have a great shot. On the Hudson Catholic side, I'd really like to see Tahad score more baskets, and I think he will. He was a little quiet in the first quarter, has been picking it up in the second, and I think that momentum is going to carry on to the second half.
100%. As we go on, another thing Prep has done a very good job of is getting to the free throw line. They've been there, feels like, all game. So if they keep doing that, it's going to be a recipe for success, especially considering the fact that Hudson Catholic would be in foul trouble. And if you're wondering about Prep's rate at the line so far, they're 9 for 10 from the free throw line. 90%. My goodness.
This could very easily be a Hudson Catholic or a tie game or potentially even a Hudson Catholic lead if they weren't shooting so solidly.
See if Hudson can be a little bit more disciplined, protecting the rim. As Prep starts this half with the basketball, Rosa. Santiago dishes it to Spencer and gets blocked. That's a goaltend. Goaltend, 2 points. It will count. Nice dish there from Prep. Spencer getting to the rack. Great cut. Great fundamental basketball there. Some nice offense. As Prep gets 2 points on the board to start this second half.
I really like that defensive play, just a tad too late.
Ignite over to Moore. Moore to Tahad in the corner. No good. 4-point game. Pettiford starts this half with a missed 3. Rosa drops the catch and shoot opportunity in the corner.
They've been the 2 stars so far, and I wouldn't say Tahad's missed 3 is a mistake, but both not looking too hot coming. I mean, off one possession, can't judge much.
Yeah, coming off the half, you know that this is a huge half for both sides. A champion will be crowned, so not surprised in seeing maybe a little bit of sloppy ball to start. Grant percent asked for the ball to no effect. Pettiford down no more. Free throw jump shot. Good. 2-point game. Amari Moore gets on the board for the first time in this second half.
Got it down to 2. It's just going to take one big bucket from either of these teams to get the energy back in this crowd.
Prep doing what they've done all day. Back to the free throw line. Peyton Miller draws this one. Foul goes on Javon Rampersant. Rampersant already up to 3 fouls, which it's something that Prep was perhaps looking to do with these 5 guards on the lineup. Perhaps Mason may not be considered a guard, but we know that he has some guard abilities.
Absolutely,
all these guys
certainly
know how to drive to the rack. Getting Rampersant in foul trouble. One of 2 for at the line there for Peyton Miller.
Hudson Catholic a chance to tie it with a 3.
More floater off the back rim. Now 2 minutes played in this third quarter. Miller over to Santiago. Thought about it. Gets Rampersant to jump. Miller deep 3. Air. He grazed the rim. Santiago takes one himself. And this time he just hits the net.
Santiago got fouled there. That didn't call it.
Pettiford. Almost an impressive finish there. Instead, Prep gets the rebound. Another foul. Looks to be on Javon Rampersant once again. It is. He has 4 already, 1 away from being fouled out. Have to think that he's coming out of this game. Coach Marinello does just that. Brings in Mitchell. Pena for 3. Off the back rim. No good. Richie Rosa cleans it up. The point guard getting dirty at the rim.
He's not afraid to do that either. He's got 4. He's averaging 4 rebounds a game.
Jahad Pettiford, so crafty at the rim. Tough finish. Another foul. Oh, my goodness.
Chance to make it a 5-point game here. It's been 1 possession all half.
Except for when Prep came out. First bucket. Only time it's been a 2-possession game. It is not. Prep not starting off too hot from the free throw line.
Yeah, we talked about how consistent they were. 90% in the first half.
Please excuse the student section. Four-point game. Prep is up. Nice little back and forth going on between student sections here. Very fun to watch. Amari Moore going right on Santiago on him. Pettiford gets the basketball. The matchup we've anticipated that you talked about earlier, Drumeler.
Yep, we talked
And he
about
takes a step back with the hand in his face. It does not find the bottom of the net, but McKnight. Rebound, spin move. No basket. Masson gets the rebound. Amari Moore takes the 3. Bottom.
Oh!
1-point game. What a sequence of events. Hudson only down 1.
Just crazy all the way around. Bedford starts it by taking an absolutely outrageous shot with Richie Rosa in his face. Bodies all over the floor. And it seems like all day, even in the previous game, whenever some crazy sequence happened, it ends in a 3-pointer.
It's been a sight to see. We are enjoying the heck out of this ball game, and I'm sure all of you at home are as well. 34-33, 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in this third quarter. Prep will inbound the ball.
I said earlier it was going to take one big play to get the energy back in this crowd, and I think that was it right there.
Chaz Manor receives the inbound. McKnight on him. Pena going left. Behind the back pass. Turnover.
Not a smart pass right there. No clue where it was going.
Mitchell bodies Manor.
Oh,
McKnight gets the rebound.
oh my.
Does not execute on the easy finish. Instead, Spencer spin move. Fast break. He goes up with the left. Gets denied off the glass. Nico Pena gives it over to Spencer in the corner.
Everything done on that last possession but the finishing shot.
What a rejection there. Spencer tries to go up and gets fouled hard at the rim. Another foul. Prep is already in the bonus.
Tahad Bedford a little apologetic about that one. He knew he came up a little bit too hard.
Spencer, who was previously at Bergen Catholic, is now a junior for the Marauders and a big piece to this team.
Yep, another crazy sequence of events right there as that one bounces in. And that's really rare. I mean, the fact that Hudson Catholic came up with no points on 2 point-blank layups, that's unheard of.
It's crazy. Spencer, 2 of 2 from the line. 3-point game. Pettiford to Masung. Over to Moore. Zone defense here from the Marauders.
They're playing
Trying to find a hole here. Pettiford puts up a floater. It's short. And he gets his own rebound. Tries to put it up and gets fouled hard.
What a play. An absolute leap from Tahad Pettiford at that ball and somehow comes up with it.
Tahad Pettiford, he wants this trophy so bad. And you're seeing it right now as he catches his breath before taking his 2 free throws. I'm looking ahead right now. I don't think I see any space in the bleachers. Really a sold-out house. Pettiford, first free throw is no good.
Oh, uncommon miss.
Hudson has to capitalize on these free throw opportunities, especially considering how exceptional the Marauders have been from the charity stripe. Timeout.
Tension's getting high. I'm expecting some turnovers coming soon. The pressure is up, and it seems like all day when the energy is high, defenses come alive, or not even that. It's offenses who are really the ones under pressure on these possessions, just can't seem to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fairly clean second half so far, kind of until that crazy sequence. That was so fun to watch. Lots of athleticism being showcased, which we 100% expected from these two teams. Balls flying everywhere off the glass, blocks, 3-point shots being made. All in all, 2-point game. It's been the exact type of game that we expected, back and forth. But Prep, I think, has had the lead for most of the game, if not all of it. I don't think there's been one lead change all game. There has not.
Well, no, on that first 3 from Hudson Catholic, they took a 3-2 lead, but I believe that was it.
Perhaps. I mean, Hudson started also getting to the rack very easily. They haven't done that, so Prep has adjusted with not allowing those easy finishes at the rim. And Prep stays going to the free throw line. If I'm Coach Marinello, I'm telling my guys, keep those hands up. Stop letting these guys get these free chances at the rim, because at the end of the day, Hudson has more size.
Absolutely.
So it's not like Prep should have the advantage every single time.
I'm really liking
someone at the rim.
I'm really liking how Hudson Catholic, though, has played over the last little bit. It was a 9-point lead for Prep at one point, but they did not let them escape.
Prep starts with the basketball. Mason working on Mitchell. So physical. Gets blocked. Again, Prep is in the bonus, so a reach and foul would put them on the line. Nico Pena, I don't think has made a three-pointer all game today.
I do not believe so. Some really physical offense and defense right there.
Rosa goes left. Prep has not found an open look all possession. Miller gets denied at the rim to Hot Pettiford. Another block. McKnight hustles up the floor, and he gets stripped. What a play. Austin Spencer. Nico Pena with the 2-on-1 up and under. Good. Nico Pena. Nifty finish at the rim. Gets a little smooth with it. Some mustard on the up and under. Spins it in. Finds the bottom of the net. Prep up 4.
Game just seems to keep getting more exciting as it goes on. I really think Hudson Catholic is going to try to change up their defense a little bit. They know for the next minute and 50 seconds, they cannot be giving up these light fouls that they've been doing so far.
Short timeout. Maribel gets his team ready. They come back out. Tahad has the ball. Miller guarding him. He hesitates, pulls up. No good on the mid-range. Feels like Hudson has kind of struggled from the mid-range all day today.
Absolutely.
Pena, no luck.
That's
on the
one he's
shot.
got to make.
Would have been a tough finish nonetheless. Masson goes coast to coast and none. And none. No basket.
Oh,
He will take his free throws instead.
that was up on the rim for a second there, man.
Almost got a little ahead of myself.
I mean, it was,
Called and one.
I think it was closer to the side of the net, but the spin was going the other way. And while it sat there, it just managed to find its way out.
Booze, soaring.
The sun doesn't care.
Nothing but net. 3-point game. 1 minute left in this third quarter. Two for two from the free throw line. Alex Masson, everybody.
That's big from him. We're back within 2 points. Prep 38, Hudson Catholic 36. A minute to play.
Rosa. Last touch off the Hawks.
Tahad's back guarding Rosa, it seems.
A foul on Alex Masson. Pena, good from the line. We talked about earlier how good he is from the free throw line. Potentially could put his team here up 4. And he does just that.
Expect Hudson Catholic in the first quarter. There were about 45 seconds left, and they tried to hold out for the last shot. Wouldn't be surprised if they do that here.
Definitely expect them to be patient. Prep not letting them, though. And just a horrible pass.
Tahad,
Scores it a little bit too high over Masung's head.
yeah, Richie Rosa went for the steal and kind of overcommitted a little bit. And Tahad, he's trying to take advantage of that 5-on-4 they had, but a little too impatient on throwing that pass in.
Exactly what I was going to say. Great analysis there, Cayden. Both student sections very loud right now. Mitchell gets his hand on it.
Great block out from Richie Rosa. Just let it slide and did not let any Hudson Catholic bodies near that ball.
Miller. Spencer going to work on McKnight. Create some space. Goes up with the right hand. No good. 5 seconds to go. Saad Mitchell, what a move. He puts it up. Easy finish. Saad Mitchell goes coast to coast. Cuts the lead to 2. 40-38. Marauders up. End of 3. One more quarter to go.
What a quarter there all around. We saw some crazy action, starting with that play where the bodies were all over the floor, all the way down to this to finish off the half. Hudson Catholic student section is up and back in this game.
Honestly, hear them better than I hear you right now. This is crazy. What an atmosphere. 2-point game.
Prep, no words to respond, just pointing at the scoreboard, showing that we're still up here, but we've got 8 minutes, and that could very well change. Prep only holding a 2-point lead right now, something that could go away with just one flick of the wrist from Hudson Catholic. Oh, what a game this has been
nuts.
so far.
I mean, what an atmosphere. We expected this to be ruckus, and it has been just that.
Manny, we were talking after the Wednesday games, and you said, if I wanted anyone to finish out the game, I'm putting the ball in the hands of Tahad Pettiford.
I did say that. And right now, he gets a chance in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Last time these two teams were in a situation was when they played, and Prep came out on top.
I said it last time. The last time these two teams played each other, the final seconds ended up on ESPN's Top 10.
See if that happens in tonight's ball game. Teams coming out. Hudson Catholic will start with the basketball. Elijah Williams comes in. Expect this to be the loudest fourth quarter you can imagine at any high school sporting event.
Yep, a packed crowd like this, they're going to make some noise.
Masung spin move, tries to draw a foul to no avail. Instead, Hudson Catholic will stay with the basketball. Try to inbound it here. Create a basket.
Hudson Catholic, they've been within one possession, 2 possessions for so long, but just haven't managed to get that final bucket to tie it up.
Going right. Spin move. This time he does draw the foul.
And they can do it here. They can finally tie this game.
Pettiford was calling for the ball throughout that entire possession, but Richie Rosa is face guarding him right now, making it very tough for that entry pass to come in.
Yeah, we've talked about that matchup. Richie Rosa playing phenomenal defense right now.
Masung makes the first free throw. He can tie it on this next foul shot. He does just that. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Tie ball game.
The game is finally even after Hudson Catholic has been battling back for so long, it feels like now.
See if we can get a lead change here. Rosa getting double teamed. Dumps it off to Miller.
Pena's open in the corner.
Over to Spencer in the corner. He lets it fly from 3. Bottoms!
Oh!
Prep answers back 43-40. Don't expect that to be the last big basket we see. Foul charged on Peyton Miller.
just over 50 seconds in, and already a ton of action so far in this game.
Might lose my voice by the end
In
of
this
that. I
quarter.
don't doubt it. What a pass. Keith McKnight thought about the dunk instead, controls his body.
This is not the time for flashy plays. This is the time
Hey, you never know.
to get points on the board and help your team win this game, though I wouldn't be surprised if some dunks start flying.
Rosa gets fouled. Both teams playing physical. Refs decide to blow the whistle. Usually in these tight championship games, you might see them let them play. Right now, that is not the case. Let's see how the officiating plays through.
I'm a
Very
fan of
end
how
this
it's gone so far. I think it's been
Yeah, it
pretty
is.
level.
I mean, the free throw disparity is probably very much in Prep's favor, but that's just because they've decided to take the ball to the rack, trying to draw those fouls.
Certainly.
Miller.
Hudson Catholic, they've been big on double teaming
Pena,
the
nice
ball.
crossover there on McKnight, and he puts it up and in. Nico Pena puts the Marauders back up 3 points. Pettiford spin, move up and under, good and one! To Pettiford!
Bodies all over.
Get the mixtapes ready, you know that one's showing up.
Oh, someone call overtime.
I expect to see that play on the NJ Athletics Instagram.
Oh my goodness. We know he's one of the most athletic players in the county. He has to be standing at only 6'1". And those are the plays he makes in big moments.
Violation there on the missed free throw. Pettiford got a little bit too ahead of himself. Does not tie the game still.
Yeah, it
1
looked like
point game here.
he was a little more focused on getting his own rebound than actually making the shot in the first place. Just sprinted straight off the line. And even if you don't feel it necessarily, that can definitely impact your shot.
Yeah, I think he saw it was wide and decided to run. Didn't feel good off the release.
He's practicing his shot right now. He's done it like 3 times, just arching his hand in the air. He know he can't afford to miss any more of those. And Richie Rosa letting Tahad know.
Miller behind the back. Prep up 1.
Just under 6 minutes to play.
Santiago tripped. Very luckily for the Marauders, they stay with the ball.
Yeah, Pena just in the right place at the right time.
Ball stays on the Prep side.
And there we go. Both teams will enter the huddle. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left to play. It's been tight the entire
45,
game.
44, 50. I'm sorry. After the screaming, I'm a little head's booming a little bit. But 45, 44, as you said, 5 minutes and 41 seconds.
Have to sit down to talk to the
play.
camera. We've been up for like the last
Oh
quarter.
my
pretty
gosh,
much.
yeah, this is definitely
I kind
by
of forgot
far,
we were supposed to be sitting down.
100% by far, the most exciting game all week. We've been begging.
Absolutely. I feel like we sacrificed all the other games being close to have this one be good.
It's been
Oh, but what a
a
treat
show.
it has.
It's been insane. Highlights. I don't even know what to expect at the end of this game. We said Pettiford is an awesome closer. He can do whatever he wants off the dribble. And that and one was just sensational.
I'd just like to take a second to thank all 300 of you that are tuned in right now. What a show. And we love doing this for you guys. I'm Cayden Drumeler. This is Manuel Pereira, and we are WHIT Podcasting.
Let's see if we come out of this with our voices in at least decent shape.
We don't need to. This is the last game.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but it's nice to
Talk to people.
talk to people. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm taking a nap after this one. And we're back on our feet.
100%. I'm not sitting down until this camera is on us. Santiago going to work on Mitchell. Rampersad has not checked in since his 4th foul. Open look for Austin Spencer. Short. Pena gets the rebound, puts it back up. Nice play by Nico Pena there, getting physical. We know he's known for his tremendous long-range shooting, but he can also clean it up at the rim. Masung takes the screen, dumps it off to McKnight. He puts up a tough finish, gets his own rebound, and gets fouled.
Just what you said about Rampersad, I'm really surprised he's not back in the game at this point. Yes, he has 4 fouls, but you want to get him for all that you can. If he's going to get 5 fouls, he's going to get it at some point. But he is a crucial player for this team. He needs to be getting those minutes.
Yeah, but this lineup, it's been going well for Hudson with this lineup. So right now, if I'm Marinello, I keep him in. And Mitchell, who was his replacement, is charged with a charging foul. Again, prep student section letting him know that he can't do that.
We've just crossed the 5-minute mark, 3-point game.
Foul on Williams. Very frustrated with that call, and I don't think I would be too. Amari Moore checks in now. Elijah Williams comes out of the game. Open look for Miller in the corner. Good. Bottoms. 50-44.
Hudson Catholic needs to score here. They can't let this game get away from them.
Williams up and under.
Just what
crafty finish at the rim. Elijah Williams makes it a 4-point game.
What a response.
Timeout, Hudson.
What a response. Hudson Catholic, St. Peter's Prep with that 3 to go up 6. That's the biggest lead that they've generated in quite a while. And an instant response. Took maybe Hudson Catholic 10 seconds to get that ball back down the court and back in the net for 2 points. 4 minutes and 14 seconds to play, 4-point game.
Elijah Williams, young sophomore, very, very impressive finish at the rim. Hudson answered back. They look to at least finally get a lead here in this game. Prep has not let them score, too much, just enough. It got up to a 1-point game.
Yep, it's been extremely even. And
it was also tied at 1 point, but Prep is not letting this lead change happen.
If Hudson Catholic wins, it's going to be one of those where, Prep leads for 31.5 minutes. Hudson Catholic gets the last 30 seconds, and that's really what matters.
And it wouldn't surprise anybody. Kind of what happened last time, but roles were reversed.
They come. Hudson Catholic needs to step it up on defense.
Santiago over to Spencer. Miller step back, mid-range, good. Peyton Miller doing what he does best, create a jump shot.
Here comes Tahad. We talked about how clutch he can be.
They're going to need a clutch bucket right here. And he takes a deep 3 off the back of the rim. He struggled from long range all game, it feels like, compared to his standards that he has set. And a foul. Okay. Foul on Tahad Pettiford.
Yep, getting a little impatient there. That's Hudson Catholic's 4th.
Both teams are in the bonus. About 3 minutes left to play. 6-point game. Huge possession here for the Marauders. Mitchell checks back in for Elijah Williams.
Another foul there. Mitchell right after checking in.
Foul on Mitchell. I really don't like the officiators, the referees getting so involved right now, especially on an inbound. Kind of just let them play, let them be physical. It's championship basketball. Can't have these stoppage of plays constantly.
I assume that's what Nick Marinello is. Excuse me. Yeah, Nick Marinello is telling the refs right now. Three minutes, 11 seconds. Hudson Catholic, after these free throws, is really going to have to step it up offensively. Two big shots here, a chance to make it an 8-point game.
Peyton Miller will go to the free throw line. First one is good. Few bounces off the rim. 7-point game. Two for two from the line for Peyton Miller. 8-point game now. See what Hudson can generate here. Try to answer back.
I still want them to be
Hudson goes
looking.
left. Gets fouled hard.
Yeah, he knew he was fouling him and was going to make sure that and one didn't happen.
Austin Spencer with the foul. Already has 4 fouls. Expect him to maybe come out of this game. One more and he will be fouled out. But no, it doesn't seem like anyone's coming in for the Marauders, actually.
Yeah, 3 minutes left. I certainly understand keeping him in.
Maribel trusting his guys. Masung goes 1 of 2. Or 2 for 2. Scoreboard has not been updated. Scoreboard says 54-2 right now.
I don't think everybody would be standing.
Okay, so 54-48, 6-point game. Masung went 2 for 2. My apologies.
What's going? It seems like there's a little
Something's
confusion
going
on the court because it looked like the foul was originally going to go the way of Hudson Catholic, but not sure what's up now. 2:47 to play. Hudson Catholic down 6.
2 minutes, 47 seconds. Both teams in the bonus. What do we need to see from both sides here? Let's start with Prep. How do they close this out?
Prep just keep doing what they've done all night. It's worked. It's worked enough to build up this 6-point lead that they have right now. Hudson Catholic cannot be allowing these defensive points. They cannot be doing these cheap fouls that are just giving St. Peter's Prep trips to the line.
What do you want to see Hudson do on the offensive side of the ball?
I want to see them get their clutchest player to Hod Pettiford some 3-point shots.
Have to agree with that. (54-48). Still technically a 2-possession game. 2 threes will even this score. Obviously, if they come from Hudson Catholic. And Noriega James checks into this game, the freshman who is very good hands on the defensive side of the ball. Look for him to maybe make a play on defense. Also good at handling the ball. And only a freshman, perhaps a little undersized in this game. Playing good defense right now, the Hawks are. And they force a turnover. Clutch defense there from the Hawks.
Yep, I was just about to say, obviously running down this clock is good if you're prep, but the longer you hold the ball before you get a shot up, the higher chance you have of giving up a turnover. That's exactly what happened.
Rashad Robinson checks right in for Noriega James. Perhaps more of an offensive presence. Another freshman. 6'2".
Biggest offensive possession of the game right here.
Masung more open in the corner, but nope, short. Foul. Hard foul. Rosa on the floor. Comes back up. Remember, prep is in the bonus. So Rosa goes to the free throw line.
He seems a little hurt still from that foul. Takes a little bit of a walk. He went down.
First free throw is no good. This free throw attempt now is huge. Could either make it a 3-possession game or keep it out of 2-possession game with only 2 minutes to go right now.
What a huge three-pointer that would have been for Hudson Catholic.
Nothing but net. 7-point game. Pettiford drives over 2 people, gets fouled. Santiago, arms up in the air. Everyone on the Marauders side disagrees with that call. Pettiford needs to make these 2 free throws here.
Absolutely, a 5-point game would be big, would make this way more manageable.
Noriega James checks in for Robinson, and I'm assuming Coach Marinello wants him in for this defensive possession. Very quick on the perimeter. Knows how to get in the passing lanes. Knows how to get his hands on the ball. And Pettiford went 2 for 2 from the line, which is huge, obviously, for the Hawks. 5-point game, 1:48. Prep desperately, I wouldn't say desperately needs a bucket, but Hudson Catholic desperately needs a stop. That's for sure. What type of look do you expect Prep to come out in now?
I mean, Prep, they're going to play a slower offense than usual. There's no shot clock. There's nothing forcing them to get this ball up except the Hudson Catholic defense. So I assume they're going to play a more aggressive style, a style that's going to force passing, a style that they hope can force a turnover, which is absolutely what they need.
I agree. I would definitely expect Noriega James coming up on whoever's has the ball in their hands and perhaps a little double team going on. Hudson did that earlier. They forced a turnover. They want Prep to rush because they match up at the end of the day with their quickness since Rampersant is not in. Both teams playing a fairly small lineup. And although Keith McKnight stands out as a big man, we know how explosive and athletic he is.
Certainly, and now.
So let's see what Hudson does here, or Prep, excuse me. They have the ball. Rosa will be the inbound passer. Finds Pena. Hudson Catholic comes out with a full court press. There's the double team I was talking about, and a travel. Huge turnover.
We said they were going to play that aggressive style of defense, but I did not think that they would be able to force the turnover that quickly. Just 3 seconds into the possession, and Hudson Catholic has the ball back.
McKnight over to Masung. See what Tahad can potentially do here. We know he's looking to score. Nice crossover on Rosa. Foot was probably on the line, but he's short anyways. Robinson with the rebound. Over to Masung. He puts up a layup. Strong finish at the rim. Alex Masung, 3-point game. 1 minute, 24 seconds left.
What a rebound there. They could not afford that ball.
There's a 2-on-2 right here. And Spencer gets denied. What a job defensively for
It's
the
a
Hawks.
5-on-3. 2 prep members are behind.
Masung, no good. Rebound. Cayden, he gets fouled.
What a sequence of events right there. Hudson Catholic had a 5-on-3 and couldn't convert.
Payne Miller will go to the free throw line. Good. Now officially a 2-possession game can potentially go from a 4 to 5-point game, which forces the hand of the Hawks a little bit more offensively. So big free throw. Coming up. That one's short. Masung secures the rebound on the box out. Pettiford going up on Santiago. He gets past him. Up and under. Good with the right hand. Slithery finish there. Tahad Pettiford makes it a 2-point game. Less than a minute to play.
Just what they needed there. A quick trip to the basket that keeps the time on this clock as high as possible. They know they're going to need as many seconds as they can gather, and they've done a great job doing that so far, not only on offense, but forcing that turnover in 3 seconds was ginormous.
100%. It was about a 7-point game maybe a minute ago. Hudson doing a tremendous job of forcing turnovers, putting pressure on the defensive side of the ball, which we expected coming out of that timeout. They have perfectly executed. Great job by Nick Marinello getting his guys ready to play. He has the right 5 guys on the court right now, especially considering that Rampersad is in foul trouble. Facing adversity, Hudson Catholic still in this game.
I mean, we said just how hard it was going to be for any team here to run away with this, but honestly, I was losing a little bit of faith when Prep was up 7. Hudson Catholic, though, an amazing effort from everybody on this team to get this back to 2 points.
See what happens here. Another important timeout. 2-point game, 59.3 seconds to go.
If I'm Hudson Catholic, I'm keeping this aggressive effort up. You can't let them play slow. And I'm probably, if they still have the ball at around 15, 20 seconds to play, that's what I'm fouling.
See what goes on. Again, though, if Hudson does what they've been doing, which is force turnovers, they get the ball, they have a chance to take the lead.
Absolutely. I don't think they'll be shooting from 3, though. I think it's just going to be a look to potentially tie this game, send it overtime.
That would be
on the way.
Awesome. Again, high pressure from Hudson. Prep does a great job executing, getting past the pressure. A double dribble! Another turnover! Right on cue! Excuse the voice crack. Hudson Catholic takes the ball.
Just unbelievable defense from Hudson Catholic in the final moments of this game.
St. Peter's Prep Marauders look very, very tight offensively. Hudson Catholic a huge part, or a huge reason as to why. Let's see what Pettiford does. He has the ball. 2 seconds left. 2-point game. 40 seconds left. Masung on Pena. Dumps it off to McKnight. Felton finish at the rim. Ball goes off and makes it. Santiago's not thinking it. It is Hudson Catholic ball.
This is just unbelievable. A missed layup from Hudson Catholic, but when the ball was in the air, it was last touched off the thigh of a Marauder, and they somehow keep possession of this ball.
Huge possession. 33 seconds left. Tahad Pettiford will inbound.
Gives it over to the freshman Robinson. He goes to the rack and misses. Rebound Spencer. Gets fouled. He will go to the free throw line. Oh, gosh. What a tough break for the Hawks. Very, very good look for Robinson at the rim. Only a freshman does not get it to go. That is devastating for the Hawks.
Some unfortunate bounces off the rim there. And Hudson Catholic, over that span of about 30 seconds, had 2 layups, and none of them went.
Both McKnight and Robinson couldn't deliver. Instead, Austin Spencer takes the 2 biggest free throws of the game so far. First one is good. Rampersant checks in. Marinello waits till there's about 27 seconds to go. I assume he wants him to secure this rebound. Second free throw is good. 2-possession game. Very, very big free throw. Pettiford, we know how clutch he is down the stretch. We saw it against Roselle Catholic. He goes up the floor. Very high pace. Dumps it off to McKnight. Ball will stay with Hudson. Pass was tipped. Everyone in front of us right here in this Hudson Catholic section, their hearts dropped with that pass.
Mine did too. I don't have quite the greatest view of that area.
18 and a half seconds left. More on the inbound. Pettiford fading away. Bounce to Pettiford. Miller gets fouled. 1-point game. 9 seconds left. The crowd goes wild.
Oh my goodness, Manny. We said how clutch he was, and who else to take that shot?
Let's get a shot at this rim right here. Look at the net. Just absolutely ripped through it. Oh my goodness. This is what we were all begging for before this game.
Hudson Catholic is going to get a chance at the buzzer with a 1-possession game.
And he misses the first free throw. No matter what, Hudson Catholic will have a chance at the game-winning shot in this next possession. They need to secure the rebound. Rampersant checks out. Freshman Rashad Robinson is in.
There is not a soul sitting down right now.
Not even us. He sinks the second. Peyton Miller. 59-57. Timeout taken. Oh my goodness. I even have adrenaline right now. This is crazy. High energy, high intensity. 59-57. Oh my gosh. What do you expect? I mean, we know what you expect Hudson to do right now in this possession, but just say it for the camera, for the sake of the content.
I think Tahad Pettiford might be shooting this ball. But we have played about as close to 32 minutes as you can get, and still not a winner has been decided. The pressure is on Hudson Catholic to get a bucket, and I think there is a very real possibility we see OT.
You said a team can have the lead for about 31 and something minutes during the game. It's all about who has it in the final seconds. Hudson Catholic has a chance to take their first lead here at the end of the first quarter with the clock winding down. Very, very big timeout here. Let's see what Marinello cooks up here. We all know who he's drawn up to play for, but you never know. We know they have Alex Masung, who is another big shot taker and has a chance to also put his team up. Everyone is excited right now, maybe except for the prep student section. They're nervous. We haven't heard them all time out.
I'm nervous. I don't care which team wins this game. I'm neutral. I just want to see some good basketball, and I just can't believe how good of a game we have seen so far.
Pettiford gets the ball off the inbound. Clock is winding down. What a hard screen. He puts up the floater. Good! Hudson Catholic ties the game. Full court shot, no good. We have overtime in this Hudson County championship game. Who else but Tahad Pettiford? The Auburn commit shows why he is considered the best player in Hudson County. What a scene.
The #1 point guard in the country, showing why just there in these final minutes. The fadeaway corner three, and he just got to the rim on that layup.
Also, I'm sorry. Whoever set that screen, I was looking at Tahad the whole time. I just saw a body just fall. That was such a clutch screen. That guy's not going to get enough credit at the end of this game. Awesome. Hudson Catholic, through all the adversity you can go through throughout this basketball game. They were down 9 at one point, down 7 with 2 minutes to go. They've made every play they've needed to make on the defensive side of the ball and then get the last clutch bucket to send this game to overtime.
Absolutely. I had both of my eyes on Tahad Pettiford, and out of the corner, I just see somebody take flight and not going up for a dunk. Woo, 4 minutes.
Goodness. Overtime quarter is cut in half from your usual 8-minute quarter in a high school game. This is everything we could have asked for. It feels scripted right now. I'm not going to lie. 4 minutes left.
Doesn't get much better than this, Manny. You know what I did? And I'll do it again if there's like something crazy. I just put my mic down for like that 5 or 10 seconds. If I end up putting my hand on you, when I take it off, I might forget because I'm going to be moving my weapons in my eyes.
There will be a tip off here at center court. Keith McKnight, Mason Santiago. Prep wins the tip. Overtime here
Tahad
in NJCU. Tahad gets his section riled up. So loud right now in this building. Rosa finishes it over Tahad. Richie Rosa. Strong finish at the rim. Gets around the defender. Puts up the first 2 points here in overtime. Pettiford trying to answer back here with Rosa guarding him. Takes the screen from McKnight, dumps it off to Masung, who has kind of not been fairly quiet throughout the second half. Gets a chance to produce here in overtime. Crossover, spin move. Very, very good look. Nice move. Just doesn't execute at the end there.
And that's not the first layup he's missed today.
If you're the Hawks, you need Masung to hit that shot. Nonetheless, Prep has a chance to go up 2 possessions. Rosa gets denied at the rim. Pena cleans it up. Feels like he's been there all day. Right man, right spot. Nico Pena, Johnny, on the spot there. Pettiford splits the defense, puts up a tall floater. Tahad Pettiford.
It's about as hot as can be right now.
He wants this so bad, and so does everyone on the St. Peter's Prep. I mean, just all 10 guys on the floor, frankly. About as high intense, as high pressure basketball that you can see at the high school level. A foul charged on, I think, Omari Moore. Only about 2 minutes to go. Miller sinks the first free throw. Big free throw coming up, potentially make it a 2-possession game.
Tahad keeps riling up his crowd.
said the crowd might be a factor here at this free throw shots, but Peyton Miller unfazed. Clock officially under 2 minutes to play now. Foul on Mason Santiago. Both teams in the bonus. That will send Keith McKnight to the foul line. Remember, against the Prep at the Barn earlier in the season, he missed those last 2 free throws. Now he has a chance to redeem himself, cut the lead down to 2 if he makes both.
And that certainly might be something on his mind. Whether that affects him positively or not, we're going to find out.
Noriega James looks to have checked in. The freshman. Hudson coming out with James, Moore, Tahad, Masung, and Keith McKnight. That's their 5. Prep brings in Chaz Manor. They'll have him, Pena, Richie Rosa, Austin Spencer, and Peyton Miller as their 5. A minute and 55 seconds to go. You'd assume there might be more substitutions before this game comes to an end. Definitely more stoppages of play, we anticipate. McKnight makes the first free throw. Second free throw also goes through the nets. 2-point game, a minute 50 seconds to go. Spencer over to Manor. Manor to Miller. Peyton Miller surveys the floor. Gives it over to Rosa. Miller spins past James. Over 2 people. No foul called. Noriega James comes up with the rebound. Over to Masung. Masung puts up a tough finish. Probably should have dumped it off instead. Omari Moore cleans it up. Tie ball game. 1 minute and 16 seconds left to play.
Could you imagine the ruckus in this house if we see double, Manny?
Oh, my goodness. If we see double overtime, I think I'll lose my voice. You'll have to take over on the play-by-play. Spencer. Rosa going left. He drives in, puts it up with the right hand. It's good. Less than a minute to play. Prep up 2. Hudson decides not to take a timeout. Masung gets the ball stripped away. Prep on the fast break. Peyton Miller lays it in. 40 seconds to play. Clock is winding down. Timeout. St. Peter's Prep Marauders 69. Hudson Catholic 65. 41 seconds left to play.
Everyone on this Prep team is on the court right now. They could not be more excited. Coaches are not very happy, yelling at them to get back on their sideline.
Huge timeout. Crowd is going crazy. Let's see if we can get this shot here. This is how we have to call the game right now because everybody in the Hudson Catholic student section is literally standing up. 4-point game. I think, we could sit now, probably.
Yeah.
It's going to be tougher to get back up. I'm just going to sit up.
No, I was worried about falling when I came up because I'd probably unplug something by accident and ruin the broadcast. Did not want to do that. So we'll stay
Fourth
up
quarter. Overtime. 69-65. What do you expect here at the end of this game? What does Hudson need to do to get cut down this deficit?
Hudson needs to do exactly what they did at the end of the fourth quarter, and that is force turnovers to get the ball back in their players' hands. They've been clutch on the offensive side. They need to be stronger defensively.
Prep doing a tremendous job. Richie Rosa forces a clutch turnover. He's been doing it all. He's been so great for those St. Peter's Prep Marauders. Masung will inbound the ball. You know who has the ball right now. Who else? Pettiford behind the back, looking to make some magic happen. Fade away. Misses. Spencer comes down with a rebound. Hudson Wow! Austin Spencer stepped out of bounds. Hudson Catholic forces a turnover.
What did we say? Hudson Catholic, that's what they do. That's how they claw back in these games in the final moments.
So unfortunate for the Marauders. They look like they could have just taken control. Hudson would have been forced to foul. McKnight with a man in him. Masung gets the rebound, then gets fouled. Alex Masung. The second chance attempt gets fouled on the way up. What an effort to get that offensive rebound. Now he has a chance to get the Hawks within 2 points. Taking a while here to get these free throws up.
We welcome the almost 400 of you that are now tuned in live just for radio identification. Once again, I'm Cayden Drumeler, joined by Manny Pereira, and this is WHIT Podcasting.
Oh my goodness, my head hurts right now. I kind of want this game to end. But deep down, I don't, because this is amazing basketball, and we've been enjoying every second of it. Alex Masung takes the first free throw. It is good. Those bounces around the rim made everybody a little anxious there. One possession game, folks. 20 seconds left. Sinks the second. Timeout Hudson. Prep 69. Hudson 67. Now, the Marauders get a chance to go up 2 possessions. We've seen Hudson Catholic done a tremendous job in these very high pressure situations on the defensive side of the ball of forcing turnovers. Do you want to see Prep come out and to potentially secure this trophy?
Look, if I'm Prep, I'm knowing they're going to try to force that turnover for the first couple seconds, but after that, they're going to need to lay a foul down. If you can just escape that and make 2 free throws, this game is yours.
100%. Got to keep the ball safe and do what they've been doing all game, which is sink free throws. They've been exceptional from the free throw line and have a chance to put this game away.
You said they've been
foul line shooting.
You said they've been good from the free throw line, but they haven't been good at keeping the ball on crucial inbounds late. That's what they need to do to get to the line first.
100%. Let's see what goes on here. 20 seconds to go. Hudson student section. They've been a treat to have in front of us so far, for sure.
We've seen a couple people taking pictures of us with our elevated broadcasting setup.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is crazy. Prep has shot 30 free throws so far in this game. Might have a chance here to shoot 2 more. Hudson tried to immediately foul. They don't get the call. A 2-on-1. Miller takes his time. McKnight fouls Peyton Miller. That was huge. They burn off almost 6 seconds off the clock. St. Peter's Prep does a great job of moving the ball up the floor. Peyton Miller now has a chance to put the Marauders up 4.
If you're Hudson Catholic, you're just praying one goes amiss, keeping this a 1-possession game, giving them a chance to send it to double overtime.
And he makes the first one. 70-67. Again, if Peyton Miller does make this shot, there is still a chance for the Hawks. Because we know what they can do. Put up a 3 very quickly. Instead, Miller does make it. Officially 26 of 32 from the free throw line. the St. Peter's Prep Marauders doing what championship teams do, and that is make clutch free throws at the end of high-pressure games. What do we need to see from Hudson Catholic? I've asked you that like 80 times because we thought the game was going to end like 50 minutes ago. Hudson keeps finding themselves in these possessions where they just need a bucket.
Absolutely. You've asked me that so many times because they've been in so many situations where it is do or die, and this is one right here. If I'm Hudson Catholic, my goal is no matter how many points it's worth, you're getting that ball in the net as quickly as you possibly can.
And if Prep comes out playing high-pressure type of defense, perhaps have a chance to draw some contact. Remember, both teams are in the bonus, so if the foul is on the floor, it will still result in a free throw opportunity for Hudson Catholic. .4 seconds. I'd like to see Alex Masung. I think he's going to have a chance here because I know Prep is going to want to play very tight defense on Tahad Pettiford, and Masung has been quiet throughout.
Yep, we're both on the edge of our seats here.
Not really. I mean, we're standing on the edge of our seats.
But like our toes are hanging off.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we got to be careful here. We gotta... Pettiford uses the screen, puts up a three-manner, hand in his face, no good. Rebound, Peyton Miller. Chaz Manor, clock is winding down. He puts up the layup and secures the championship. The St. Peter's Prep Marauders repeat as the Hudson County basketball champions. 2024 is the year of the Marauders here in Hudson County. They eliminate the Hawks, who are no longer soaring so high. What a game.
What a game. That is absolutely right. And you really couldn't have asked for anything better than what we got today.
73-67 is your final.
Unbelievable.
And now we got a chance to sit back down.
Finally, yeah, let's do that before one of us gets a concussion. I don't think HCST would like that very much.
Definitely not. I don't think they're going to like that we were standing so high on these seats. But nonetheless, you got to do what you got to do to provide the people with some content. I mean, this was crazy. I don't even know what to say. Let's start with, what does this mean for the St. Peter's Prep Marauders as a program? I mean, to take this championship 2 straight years now.
I mean, it means everything. This is what they have been working for all year. Obviously, they go to the state tournament right after this, but that doesn't discount what this tournament is worth at all. They care. Every player on this court cared as the St. Peter's Prep Marauder fans get onto the court. And what a celebration it is.
What a scene. What a game. Last time these two teams played, the Marauder student section also found themselves at center court celebrating. I don't know which game was more dramatic. I guess that one, half-court buzzer beater, but this one comes extremely close. Hudson Catholic put up a tremendous fight, but frankly, they just kind of never had the lead, and that is not a recipe to win any ball game, obviously.
Yeah, every time St. Peter's Prep got close, Hudson Catholic got close to St. Peter's Prep, they managed to fend them off. The only time they tied it beyond the third quarter was at the buzzer, at the 32nd minute, when they finally got one to force overtime.
Let's look over some stats at this game. Let's start off with the Hudson Catholic side. Tahad Pettiford, 24 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks. He truly did everything tonight. Alex Masung, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Omari Moore, 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 block. Keith McKnight, 12 points, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Now let's shift over to the Prep side. Austin Spencer, after having a huge semifinal game, had 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 very clutch steals. Nico Pena, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. Mason Santiago, 7 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Peyton Miller, 17 points, 4 rebounds. What a night. What a night. What a performance. And I think the most telling stat of them all is St. Peter's Prep, 26 of 32 from the free throw line. And Hudson Catholic only got 17 free throw attempts. That was the difference in the game.
Absolutely. Just how consistent they were means so much for the final score of this game as we look up to you guys. They missed one more of those, and that game doesn't go to overtime. That game finishes with a Tahad Pettiford buzzer beater that would probably be seen for years to come.
100%. I mean, also, I know Marinello is going to look at that free throw total and say there was some officiating ruckus or nonsense going on a little bit lopsided in the free throw attempts. There's no doubt about that. But nonetheless, that is not taking any credit away from the St. Peter's Prep Marauders. They come out of here victorious. Richie Rosa, perhaps the star of the night, with 17, 3, and 1 steal. He was tremendous. He was so good on both sides of the floor. We usually see him generating the offense, getting his teammates involved. But today, he took charge and scored the heck out of the basketball.
Absolutely. And it becomes even more impressive when you look at who he was guarding for a majority of this game. He kept Tahad Pettiford from having, an absorbent game.
Stat line with the points. He had 24, which for Tahad, someone who was in an overtime game, he was looking to score a lot, especially down the stretch. Perhaps contained them a little bit, no doubt about it. So good job, Richie Rose, on the defensive side of the ball. Tahad Pettiford comes out of his senior year. He goes 1 for 3 against this Marauders team in his career in the Hudson County Championship, of course, I am referring to. What does that mean for his high school career? What do you think that means to him?
Yeah, obviously, a disappointing day for him. He gave it all he could. I believe the whole team gave it all he could, but they weren't the better team today.
They definitely weren't. We talked about it when we were talking about this game. Felt like all week because we obviously expected this final. That Prep is just a deeper team. So many guys who can beat you. They had 1, 2, 3, 4 guys over 15 points. You just don't see it that often in a high school game. That'll do it, though. Your coverage of this Hudson County Championship basketball game here at NJCU, brought to you by WHIT, podcasting from High Tech High School. My name is Manny Pereira. This is Cayden Drumeler. The whole WHIT crew here, especially shout out to Mr. DePuro, did a tremendous job. What a day. What a night. Thank you for watching. And before we go, can't leave without saying a very special thank you to NJCU and all the staff here and the way they treated us. Truly a wonderful day, a tremendous experience, and that'll do it here. On behalf of WHIT Podcasting, we hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this presentation of the Hudson County Basketball Championship. Bye-bye.